Hey everyone. One of the things that I'm thinking about as I am getting ready this morning is this ridiculous idea that counseling is about changing your mental health. I know there are really good reasons for this because back in the day when counseling first started as a profession, especially when they wanted to try to get it covered by health insurance, they started treating counseling and mental health, I guess even that term, mental health or mental illness, as something medical with a deficit model, I think really intentionally, to try to get insurances to cover it, to try to get it recognized in medical systems and to say, like, this is why we need insurance coverage and a medical approach to help people. So I think very good intentioned, but lots of negative outcomes personally from that. From a purely medical stance, yes, you can say that people who have severe depression are struggling to get out of bed, they're struggling to shower, they are struggling to maybe attend meetings or get to work on time, that we can have these labels now for what constitutes impairment due to mental health and how to help people then not be impaired. But what I like to think about instead is that counseling is about personal growth, that we are all on a growth journey our entire lives. We never ever stop growing. And that's one of the most beautiful things. It's also one of the reasons why counseling can help people at any stage of their life, because they grow and they become more and more themselves. And then they face a new challenge and they're learning, how do I grow through this challenge? And that continually happens. And so my view of mental health, and of course, there are many people who view things differently, but my view of mental health is that we struggle when we are holding back and resisting our natural growth process. If we are in a place like a caterpillar before it's become a butterfly and we're in this cocoon, if we are resisting growing and coming out of a cocoon, then we will naturally have a lot of pain. It will feel uncomfortable to stay where we are. And this is what happens so often. Maybe I'm staying in a toxic relationship, and so then I'm feeling depressed. And it's because I'm not growing to set boundaries or to say, hey, no, you can't treat me this way. If you keep treating me this way, I will leave. Maybe it's a work environment where that's happening. Maybe you've been playing really small and it's like, I feel too anxious. I feel anxious about people seeing me. Oh, here's my cat. In case you want to see her. Yeah, I don't know if she's anxious about being seen, but if you feel anxious about being seen, so you're not putting yourself out there, and then there is pain. There's pain because you're not living your authentic life of growing into who you are meant to become. And so this is how I think about mental health. It's not really even a mental health thing. It's about growth. Counselors are one type of person who can help with this, but it might be a coach, or it might be like a spiritual guide of some kind. And there could be many people in your path who are there to help you grow. But when it comes to counseling, I much rather like to think about it as, how can I become more of who I am and who I'm meant to be, who is authentically me on the inside? How can I stop resisting that, and knowing that when I resist my own growth and movement forward, that is when there is mental pain and struggle, and often more of the mental health symptoms that people experience. Okay, I'd love to know your thoughts. Comment below. Let me know what you think about mental health. Do you think about it more like, oh no, it's a medical thing with impairment, or do you think about it like growth? Love to know your thoughts.